I'm curious to know what is the first time that you play in Umbria, George.
In
You
Umbria.
remember?
Sort of remember. I remember meeting Carlo,
Yeah.
and Alberto was here at that time as well, Alberto Alberti. And I remember Carlo had a clothing store at that time.
Yeah, it's true.
Called Sir Charles. And I remember getting this great sweater there that I loved. I had that sweater, kept it for ages. It was almost like a signature sweater for me. And the experience was great. I remember that, the experience here in Umbria. But I think that might have been in Perugia.
In Perugia in the summer.
Yeah.
Would you play? Remember, would you play? Freddie, maybe?
Could have been Freddie, probably Freddie Hubbard. But I remember having a great experience. And then, you know, the people, the music and the setting, the pianos were always good. And the characters, the personalities of the people, and watching Alberto and Carlo interact together. That was always a great show. Yeah, I studied when I was, studied in some of those method piano books.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, I went to that school, the High School of Performing Arts, that the movie and TV show Fame was about.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where I got my first exposure to people like Thelonious Monk and Art Blakey and Dave Brubeck. I had Dave Brubeck's Take 5, which was a big deal at that time. Art Blakey Drum Suite, and Thelonious Monk's Town Hall concert.
To have this festival at this time of year, during this crisis, we have to give a lot of credit to the Umbria people, to Carlo and
they do a lot for the.
They did incredible
Carlo
job.
did
incredible job to keep it going.
Long time.
To keep it going.
Yes.
Been to the Umbria Summer Festival, and the last one that I went to, I remember going to see Prince. That was incredible.
Yeah.
But here, you know, that's cool. Just like the Montreux Festival, to have a mix of different kinds of music.
Course, sure.
But here, it's 90% jazz, huh?
Yeah, sure.
It's like
because
really,
Carlo loves jazz.
He loves jazz.
Yeah.
As you know, another thing that I was thinking about, some of the best pianos I played, like the last Umbria festival. I mean, I remember playing on these Faziolis that were, I don't know, I think maybe he sends his best pianos to Umbria Festival, because I played some great pianos here. And I can remember, I think the summer I was here in the summer, in Perugia, I remember, you know, when you play a great piano, you remember. You put that in your file and say, wow, I wish I could have taken that piano home. But I can remember one that stayed in my mind from the last time I was in Perugia. That was really special. So I appreciate all those the efforts that Carlo and the staff and everybody here puts into doing things right and doing things to make music fun to play. Now, we've been here since in Europe, across the Atlantic, since November 22nd.
Yeah.
It is now January 1st. And somebody asked me, am I home? Are you feeling homesick yet? No, as long as we're playing, I feel very much at home.
Wow, that's right.
And you know, we're playing, not just playing, making the gig, you know, like, but every night is really exciting, you know. We're just itching to get up there when we're gonna play tonight, how we're gonna approach this tonight. So every place, if we're playing the same place, different places, different audiences, or in a festival, sometimes we see the same faces, and all that's exciting because every night is a little different, you know. Every night is good. So just going up there, okay, with that energy, what we're gonna do tonight, what we're gonna play tonight, what's it gonna be like tonight? We don't know. You know, it's, you know, so what are we playing? It's the set list, that's about it. And then from there, you know, things come to life. But when we play together, you know, we're listening to each other, just like we're talking, interacting, and playing, and we have a feel because we know this music. This is what we do. This is our language. So we know the structure of a piece, and you know, we play the melody, the theme, and then we try to develop it and tell a story. You don't just play what you know. I mean, some days you have to play what you know to get to what you don't know, where you want to know. But the idea is to play not just what you know, but what you don't know. Get beyond what you know. And each of us helps each other get there, you know. What he says and what he says, and what Piero says on the instruments is something that helps us all discover something. So, you know, some people, I have to think about the word create as it pertains to us, you know, you know, all this thing, you know, this has all been created. What we do, I think, is discover. And you have to be creative in order to discover.
For me, it's about being thoughtful, just like a conversation. You know, you want to ask people questions when you're around them. Be thoughtful of where they're coming from. Like George, it's like his reference points are like so infinite to me. Like one minute he's coming out of this bag, the next minute he's coming out of this bag, the next minute. It's just all those life experiences is right up in here. It's like I have to accommodate that. I'm the drummer. I have to accommodate that. Like, oh, we going there now. And sometimes you just gotta lay a nice fat groove down so he can deal with it, or Piero can deal with it.
I don't get it when young people look at older people and say, "Oh man, they're old. They don't know anything." That's the dumbest thing I can ever.
That's stupid.
I mean, you know, you get older, and the thing is, you've been there, done that, got the T-shirt and everything. You know, you've done all that. Everybody thinks, okay, well, this is new. It's not that new. There's some little things that are new, but it's the same thing. And the only way you'll know that is by getting older.
But like you were saying, man, we're discovering. It's not so much we're creating; it's discovering through the creation.
Yeah.
And but one thing I just wanted to mention, because I know like we're in this age of internet and social media, and sometimes on YouTube you see these publicities for, I'm going to teach you how to write. You know, you see a famous writer, so a famous piano player, I'm going to teach you how to play this harmony, you know. And I think a lot of times, like when you were talking about the interaction of the band, it's a mystery for us. It's like a black box. We can't sit here and tell you everything we're going to do. We can't plot it out, chart it out, script it. It's about the moment. And like George said, it's a certain language that we've come to understand. And from listening to records, hanging with Piero, he's whistling or humming the Dexter Gordon solo. And I was like, wow, he really knows this song. or the same thing with Jerome, to tap something that references a piece of music. And George, having been there, been through those periods. I mean, you're part of the history of the music that we listen to, that we grew up listening to, that inspired us to be musicians. So I think sometimes the mystery is in the black box. And if you had asked Picasso or you asked Chopin, how do you create your music? I don't think they would. No. They're not going to give you all the details. No. Puccini's not going to. It's impossible.
We don't try not to make stuff happen. We try to let things happen. And I think there are a couple of ways. Some people are like, okay, we make this, but if you allow things to flow and be in tune. That's one thing that you don't really get out of a book. I mean, you use what you get in a book and in a study to try and draw, to make yourself better. But you got to be yourself. You got to be, be in tune with yourself.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Thank you, George.
Let's hope it's better.
Thank you, George.
This New Year is meglio.
Meglio, il migliore anno, speriamo in meglio. But we are so lucky to play with George in Orvieto, and we are lucky to play with George.
We're lucky twice.
That feeling is mutual.